When ugly men shoot their shot at me, it really lowers my self-esteem, because you looked in the mirror this morning and then saw me later on during the day and said, yeah, she want me. She gonna want me, bro. No, that hurt my feelings. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, God, forgive me. Let me not talk about your children on the internet. But for real, the message, hopefully you understood it. Don't come my way if you don't look grade A, clean, well kept, and no kids. Big pockets. They gotta be at least match mine, but hopefully they way bigger. Because what the heck is going on out here? Like, I really feel like I want to get restraining orders on y'all sometimes just because the audacity. What the fuck going on?
The way men acted towards me when I said I didn't want to date ugly, broke, or dirty men is exactly why women don't want to walk down the street by themselves at night. Because you're going to punch me in my face and tell me to kill myself because I said I don't like you. And not once did I bring up any specific demographic. And all of these black men are stitching my video, calling me a bitch, telling me I'm ugly, talking about I got on makeup, babe. I'm natural. Like, just because some heat hit my roots don't mean it's a wig. Y'all really been like shitting on me a little bit. And I'm gonna let y'all eat though, because I realized my community got a lot of healing to do. Because y'all attacked me and said I was ruining the community, as y'all attacked the innocent black girl who not once called you over here. Okay, I said the word ugly, but I didn't specifically pull you by your neck and say you ugly as shit, don't talk to me. That's how y'all treated me in these comments. But other than that, I say this to say, women, continue to say what you want. You desire quality because you are quality. That is your prerogative. That's what you desire. That is what you deserve. And that is okay. Do not let these poor men who have nothing make you feel like you deserve nothing, because there's a man out there that has probably what you have and a little more and is going to want to give you the world. And I feel like we all deserve that.
The word sexy as a kid just always threw me off. Like, I get the ick from it because usually old men calling you sexy. Like, hey, sexy. It just seems so predatory. Is that the word? But if so, like, I hope you get my gist. But now that I'm getting older and I'm realizing, like, oh, I actually am sexy. Like, I really does this sexy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think I just gotta get old men out of my head and realize it's okay to be sexy. Every time you've been called sexy, it's not because they're a creep, you know? Sexy just always gave me creep vibes until Big Sexy came out, and now I love it. Get it sexy, get it sexy.
You know, before I get started, I want to tell you that this woman is employed as a teacher, okay? I'm not giving any fucking specifics, okay? Just to stay in line with the standards and practices of this platform in which I post my shadow banned videos, okay? And I'm currently looking for subscription number 725, okay? So, I cut a big way for it after listening to this. Sorry, I try to be serious here. Okay, basically what I want to say is that the script never changes, and when the script never changes, they conduct, they do these fucking videos looking for clout, and they want to go viral and shit. And the best way to do that is to attack, men, right? I'm not saying anything specific, but I'm pretty sure she was talking about black men, okay? And she lamented the fact that black men responded to her immediately. I mean, we've been making it a practice to do that for a minute now, okay? Because we don't want to give up any more ground. We're about four generations behind, okay, and dealing with this rampant misandry and narcissism and shit, okay? But I want you to remember, she is a teacher, all right? This is a teacher of children, okay? Young teacher, okay? Very arrogant, and, that's her right. It's her right to self-identify and feel how she wants to feel. No one's here to tear her down and shit, but her words leave me wanting, right? For lack of a better term, all right? She's, I have to talk about her looks, okay? I mean, I'm looking at this video, I looked at 3 videos that I posted, and I'm listening to what she said, and the entire time you see her running her hands through what may or may not be her actual hair, and just luxuriating in herself, a full, you know, like a narcissist. Okay, just loves the shit out of herself and whatnot. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to the library all the time, and I would read books about Greek mythology, and they had that shit in there. The story of Narcissus, who, he pissed off the gods, and they made him fall in love with his own reflection. And they said that the next person that he would fall, basically in the story, there's this guy, this arrogant guy who loves the shit out of himself. And a disciple of the goddess Aphrodite fell in love with him, and he blew her off and whatnot, and she killed herself. So the goddess of love put a spell on him, or a curse, or whatever you want to call it, that he would fall madly in love with the next thing he saw. And he happened to be looking at his own reflection in the pool. And, well, suffice it to say, the narcissist fell in love with his reflection and kept reaching into the water, and eventually died of starvation and was sent down to the underworld. Right? Maybe this is words to the wise. Maybe this woman can walk out of her classroom and go to a library and pull that book out and read it. I think a lot of black women should read that story or whatnot. Okay, I'm making a video because I'm legions of us actually are tired of them making these fucked up videos. So they take shots at the men, and then while they're doing it, they claim victimhood and shit right after she made this egregious video, which I wouldn't have responded to otherwise. She made another video talking about how black men were attacking her and were damaged and hurt, and we need a lot of healing and shit. I'm just so fucking tired of that bullshit. This started with Jada Pinkett Smith sitting in front of her husband, at that fucking red table. They always go into this, this therapist, pseudo-therapist talk. You have to go into this shit. I wouldn't take her serious. I would not take her serious. I would laugh in her face, and I consider her looks to be barely a 5, straining to a 5. She's holding on to a 5 by the tips of her acrylic nails. She's holding on for dear life. She's a fucking 5. If she starts talking, she becomes she's straining to hold on to a 4. Okay, the voice and the talk game are trash. Right? She doesn't present anything new. Despite being an educator, she's not talking about anything like that. I see her doing try-on hauls in her classrooms on her fucking TikTok and shit. Yeah, she's modeling clothes in her classroom. She should be writing out her fucking lesson plans and, thinking about the effect that she has on small children, small impressionable minds. But we know that's gone out the window in this Orwellian society that we live in and shit. And we have a bunch of raging sociopathic narcissists in our ethnic community, such that it is, and they wonder why men are, they call it being sassy and everything. And, men are jumping out of the boat and shit and swimming to different countries, looking for women there. And they call us predators and shit. And she mentioned that in one of her videos, that she felt that men calling her sexy or pretty or whatever it was, that was kind of predatory and shit, while she discounted the fact that in her previous videos she had talked about not wanting broke men and all this bullshit. So she was looking at a man's pockets first and foremost and shit. And I feel like that's predatory and shit. That's financially predatory. You want to be paid for your services and shit, and present a false image and shit of yourself. The guy, you don't want to make no bones about it. There's no lack. You have no decorum and shit. I don't know how to call it. Like, you want to be paid. You women want to be paid for your behavior as well as your used up box and shit. And the value has depreciated considerably, where men don't give a fuck. And you have things like the soft guy era, and different colors of pills and shit, and men saving themselves because you've left them no choice. Right? You left them no choice. I want to remind you that this woman is a teacher of small children and shit. Right? And the best thing she can do in off time is sit in her fucking car like legions of other black misandrists, and make videos trying to drag black men who don't want her. Okay, black men who don't want her. I don't care what they look like. It's not about her calling men ugly. I don't want to be with an ugly ass woman either. I want to be with somebody that I can get an erection looking at and shit. It's on some level shit. But black women feel like they own black men and shit. That we should accept them as they are. Even if they defy the human shape. If they have nothing between their fucking ears like this woman. And if they look like a gigantic Muppet and shit, in blackface and shit. You're supposed to accept that shit and their toxic attitude and their baggage and their illegitimate children. Okay? She said she didn't want men with kids and shit, but they would shame you if you didn't want to talk to a woman because she had one or two illegitimate kids by a guy that may or may not be loitering in and out of the closet of her home and shit, waiting to clap her cheeks the minute you turn your back and shit. Okay? And it's fucked up. This is why I tell you kings out there to be unapologetically masculine and selfish to a fault. Because if you don't, then you're going to go down the drain with a female like this putting a plug in after you go down said drain. Okay? I think she's reprehensible and shit. And I would call for an ouster from her job, but America is in some serious decline. There's a pervasive smell of rotting flesh about the country, exemplified by, what's going on in our ethnic communities, because everyone knows we're the canaries in the coal mine and shit. And, well, you see what happened to shit, okay? You see what's happened to shit. And she's not unique in any respect. I don't find her especially attractive to shit. I post this picture of her in full because she only qualifies for several trips to Pound Town and she had no callback and shit. This is an Airbnb chick at her best. And you don't take her to a steakhouse, you take her to fucking Applebee's or some other shit, and she is going to go. Okay, she's going to take any opportunity to get a free meal and run her mouth and talk about herself incessantly and pull on her questionably long hair. Okay, whether it's hers or not, naturally it's hers if she bought it. Right, it's her wig. Right, it's her annoying voice, and it's her trying to stall out to get a swag bag and shit for her busted used up box and shit. I don't recall her saying that she was a virgin or nothing. Fucking they get to the front of the line and shit for being treated like a traditional woman, the traditional values based on how they were brought up and shit. And that's a unicorn in our society currently. I'm going off on a rant and shit, but you can hear my voice. It's not really emotional. It's more I'm tired of these young women with no life experience, and they act like lemmings and shit. And they want all of these things that they don't qualify for. Okay, you don't qualify to be treated in the manner in which you claim that you demand from men. You don't qualify for that kind of treatment. Right? You're a lemming. You're just good enough for Pound Town, and I think you're in the wrong job. Okay? I lament the children under your tutelage. Basically, what I'm saying is, fuck you.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.